Hello, I'm Miss Amanda, and this is my friend Miss Natalie, and we thought we'd go over some of the unique rules of our dance studio today while we do some coloring. So I can start. One of our biggest rules at OSMD is that when I say we're going to do a workout, whatever number I say has to be repeated after I say it. So if I say we're going to do like 15 push-ups, it's met with the reply, 15?
Another rule is that you have to bring your shoes with you, but you don't put them on. You wait until your teacher is like, okay, let's go to class. And then when you see that everyone else has already left, you scramble to put them on and have to be like, but wait, you have to do some stuttering while making an excuse about why you don't have your shoes on.
Even though you've been there for 15 minutes.
You do also have to be 10 to 15 minutes early.
Yeah, that's a thing too, yeah. We are always looking for creative ways to make our acro classes and any dance class just like more difficult or like worse. So one of the ways we came up with is that you just like shouldn't ever have your hair up. You should just have it down and then be like surprised when I'm like, put your hair up, because you've always wanted to work on a back bend where your like hand is stuck in your hair and stuff. So that's one of the ways that a rule we came up with to make class like worse. That's a good rule at OSMD.
In our lobby, we have coat hooks and cubbies underneath the benches that line the perimeter, but you're not allowed to use them. You have to just like come in the door and immediately take off all of your clothing, your shoes, throw some of it on the bench and leave some of it on the floor, and then sit not next to it, but somewhere else so that someone else is sitting next to it. And when you need to reach into your bag, you have to ask them to move, and so that you have to be told then to put your stuff away. And when you do, you have to act surprised.
Yeah, like it's like you shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
One of like my favorite rules that like applies all the time. I'm really big on this rule. I come out into the lobby about 5 minutes before class and I say, if anyone has to go to the bathroom, you should go now. And like everybody, I'm looking around at people and they're all like, no, I don't have to go. And then when we line up and we get back for class, about 3 minutes into class, you have to go to the bathroom. And then act like you didn't have time when you were already out there. And I reminded you, that's my biggest and favorite rule. You have to go to the bathroom 3 minutes into class.
Mm-hmm. A rule that I really like is that each week I have to tell you the dress code, and each week you have to show up dressed improperly for the class that I have described the dress code to you for. So if it's a ballet class, you have to come in shorts, you have to wear a sweatshirt. If you're in acro, you have to be in like socks, a very baggy sweatshirt and some socks. Hair has to be down. You're always going to be dressed improperly for all of your classes. You have to be wearing a ton of layers.
Cool. You bring water to class, but it's in like a Stanley or something that's not sealed, and then you set it by the wall in the classroom, and then you tip over other people's water, and then there's a big water mess because there is, and then you clean it up trying to use a bunch of Kleenexes. That's a big rule.
Also, accessorizing, always necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of dangly earrings, some thin chain necklaces that can get easily caught on things.
That's good.
A lot of beaded bracelets.
So many of those
tend to explode. Has to be beads everywhere.
Yeah, you can't tie the knot really good on those bracelets. You have to leave it loose so the beads can just...
You also have to be wearing at least 6 of them.
Apple Watches are another good one, so you can like check your texts and stuff while you're at the bar. That's always really helpful.
Just to make sure that, you know, if someone really needs to get in contact with you, you don't want to leave them hanging.
Yeah, be available.
Right.
Be available. So just, be available.
If you're given a correction, you can never just say thank you and try again. Your response always has to be, I am!
I did!
You always have to argue. You always have to make your case on why you think we're wrong. Because honestly, we probably are.
Hey, point your toes in your leap.
I did.
I was watching you. You did not.
Straighten your knee when you jump.
I did.
Okay, you're right. You got me.
Yeah, if you are a young dancer, like a preschooler or a kindergartner, and I come out, I'm like, are you excited? And you have to be like really excited about it. You give me a high five, you're really excited. And then when I'm like, it's time to line up, you have to cry immediately and not want to participate anymore. That is like a rule. You have to be excited and then not. It's kind of like an up and down thing just to keep me on my toes. It helps me as a teacher. So I really appreciate that. So if you run a dance studio or a teacher or a dancer, we thought maybe that these rules could help your studio be more fun. Yeah. So you should learn from our example and try some of these rules for yourself.
Share if you have any great ideas that you like to use at your studio too, because we're always looking to make things worse.
Yeah. So just like comment below what your favorite rules are.